record. So let's do it together at the same time. So I will clean also my chart. Cleaning totally all of this chart. We clean this volume profile. Then we will look at your 3 days, okay? Because the first things that we always want that to see is what we are doing and why we are how I can say it, why did we are where we are. If it's properly selling thing, I'm not sure. But okay, so at the first, as you know, I like to use my fibs, okay? So because I would like that to not get much headache, and I would like that to have that to see the structures. Simply because if I scalp every day, I'm losing a lot of time. Even if we are making money, we are losing a lot of time, and more time is passed, and more we not have family time, and we will end like a zombie on the computer all day. So what I like, it's also that we have larger trade. A little bit more size. When I say a little bit more size, it's generally I use, and 3 to 7%. Okay, when I'm doing a scalp. When I'm looking that to enter a swing, generally I'm using 7% to 12%. But I decrease my my leverage. Okay, you has been able to see last year's when I scalp, even if I have to entry for 1 hour or for, I will even very fast going on with X100 leverage, X50 and X20 because I reduced this year a lot the leverage. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm taking this all-time high. Okay, and generally I will even tell you some things on this live. The money. Okay, I'm taking the first one. Okay, I know that the all-time high is 69 because of FTX, but me, I would like, and I'm using generally this 64,800. Okay, and with this, I have then my height and my low here at this 3,800. Why did I take 3,800? Simply because of me, it's where really all started, and that I do not have any on the price any decline. Okay, same as that's one. I could possibly take this 8,800 at my fibs, but I still have at the following level that is still declining. So I'm trying to find the real momentum where legs start on a cycle. Then when I'm looking at this one, I have directly this 3,800. Extend to the right. Okay. So now that I'm looking on my fibs, I have already my all-time high, and I have also my where the cycle started. Okay. So as another point, then I want that to have the opposite. Okay. I want that to have the opposite, and I will let's start by showing. We'll take the full fields, okay, the 2maker one up, and that's one also individual to the right, okay, and no. Okay, so what I'm able to see here is that then I have my golden pocket, I have my area that I want to see and that I want to entry. Okay, so when I want to entry and not lose my time during 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year eventually. Okay, so what I'm looking at is that I have this level where we did have accumulation and distribution. At the opposite, where we have the golden pocket, but that we have also, in terms of cycle, the accumulation, okay, and also distribution. Then directly looking at where is my equity, okay, where is the balance of the cycles, and I have this 34,000, okay. This is a level of area. As you can see, we can hold the level and reverse, the same as we can lose the level, lose the levels and continue. Okay, so these are very important for me. Next level, the same, but at 80%, 78%. As the upside, I have my accumulation and distribution. So if you are then thinking very easy, for me, I'm just have this, okay, and we will write then here one, okay, and I want a clone, okay, tac. Then we have two up, up, and up. Then I have three, okay, tac, and this up, tac, okay. 60, tac, 100, and yeah, these are at the lowest point. And 4, lowest and highest point. Up. And I'm just focused on this when I'm making swing. So generally, that's the reason that when I enter a swing, I do not close after some months. It really depends on the reaction. Okay, but when I did have this short at the number 2 from the top side, $46 and $44,000, I still didn't close it. Simply because for me, until that the price doesn't reclaim about the 50%, I don't have to close. But of course, that when I'm looking at it, I will simply do TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4. Okay? As the price is declining.
Okay. Silly question, but what does the N stand for?
What is
the letter N?
Oh, that's just the number. And what when I'm making it by pairs is because of what I'm looking at to swing. So generally.
Okay. So it just means number 1, number 2, number 3.
Yes. Generally, okay. when I have my equity, if I enter a swing on this number 2, okay, when we have the number 2, generally then I'm looking at to swing this level to number 3 or to the same pairs, to the number 2. At the opposite, when I'm losing this area and that the price is continuing to decline, then I'm just from number 2 swing to number 1. Okay, it's just here for give and for have the confluence from accumulation, distribution, and that we have currently the same fibs inside. So this as the first part, and is a very important part. When you are inside the fibs and range, that for me are the macro one, then you have on your stop loss, you are, if you are swing, example from number 2, and that you are swing for a target of number 3, then your liquidation when you are making a swing is below. Eventually, same as I always use, below 2 numbers. Okay, as you can see, we have number here and number here. So 2 number, and I have my liquidation here. Because you will make a swing. And this swing can take 3 months, 6 months, 8 months. Okay?
Wow.
But when you are making your swing, you do not have the same stress as trading, as scalping your daily, your 5 minutes, your 15 minutes, your hourly, simply because the time duration of the trades, but not only because when you will swing, the price could eventually also have, some of the place, because you are making trades, a swing into a macro, and during a macro you have a secondary rally, and you have also some good events that I would like to say when we have another big dump and another 50% dump and continuation. Okay, but until that the price are holding in a macro talk, okay? As an example here, we have 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, Okay, 4 and the tag. Okay, we have 5 and we reclaim above it. Generally, and you know, I'm always looking on a micro range or on a macro range or any kind of range. But when I'm looking on a macro, I will also have my confluence from 3 to 5 hit on the fibs that to break it below or above because it's making so tight. But when I'm on the 3 days, that generally when I have a candle that making a tick a week and trying to pierce this demand, that's for me a big confluence because on the 3 days it's a big time frame, you know, and that's mean during 3 days we have candles not that are making 15 hit on these fibs, but only one. So for me, that's much more confluence. And when I'm looking at this holding and reclaiming, for me, that's a long. Okay? As the same as here, we did have one small, 2, and then we have 3 and 4. Then we started to break. Okay? No, what I'm looking at, did I'm entering a big swing from a long position here? I do not. I do not, and I'm honest with you. Why? Because simply when I'm looking at this rounded candle that you can see here are exactly the same here. And of course, that we could have this swing going higher. But then, my bro, what I want, if these are the case, I want to have my validation with the 3 candles. So when we are, and if we then breaking above, we will have candle that will open on this area. Okay, that too giving us confluence. Okay, if we are just simply beginning a swing, then we will have maybe one daily candle, and the second one, boom, it's that, and we did entry a long position, and we will have sometimes that before seeing possible back above it or continuation with the price declining. Okay, so when we're looking at this, is that to have from this area a candle opening, the next candle closing and holding. The third candle, that's mean in a total is a 9 days. Okay? But if you are looking on an uptrend,
Wow.
when you are looking on these uptrends, this confirmation has been much more than 9 days. The first 3 days is the candle. Okay. I'm looking at the candle, it's opening, we are trading. Then I'm looking at the 1 day candle, it's following, it will open and open, then retrace and still hold. Okay, I have my start of swing on. Okay, the continuation of the first 3 days candle mean the second day mean 2 daily candle. I want that have the same system as the exo chart. I want that is still same as we saw here, same as we saw here, same as we saw no, not this one, here. Okay, I have a candle open, boom, candle open, boom, candle open, boom, candle, and right now we are here, and it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's been 6 candles that we are located on this high currently. It's for me that's require a lot of confirmation. Okay, the reason why I say I do not want to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum in this range because that's a lot of risk. Okay, so these are for the context of the macro range, and when you are looking at this macro. Okay, now I will give you a little bit more confluence. It will be that we will just place a smaller fibs inside. Okay, just that to see confirmation from a continuation, yes or no. So you have this big area, and then it's called number 2. Okay, these are number 2. What we want here, number 2, and as you can see the week, we will take number 2 up from I will not extend up. So number 2, okay, and up là. And then on number 2, we will not get so much. We have an entry position. Let's say that you did untrade your long position. Okay, you did untrade your long position here. So, and you have target at this high. And these are your swing, 24 to 28 on number 2. Okay? So what then you will looking at is at the first to validate it that we claim .136. Once that we claim this, you give it a 3 days candle, eventually 6-day candles that just the price a short. Okay? As long as you doesn't break below the zero, then you do not close your swing. Okay? You do not close your swing. And even if it's not closing on the 3 days candle and that you can see the shop a little bit into your swing, you stay alert. Okay? Because remember that I say one of the rules of exchange, they are running 136 to 380 of the fibs, okay, at the negative side. And when you are looking, sometimes prices just goes flip and back into and send, okay? We are just trying to find liquidity to continue the trends upwards. What that means? That means simply when you start to have no buyers, you then need to sell the price for the trends to get a little bit lower, attract more buyers, and then find strength again that the trends higher. Okay? So we are looking at this, you will have your confluence at this .136. And then price will continue and will show. And then you are just on this. Okay? In this macro environment, you are also on this micro range. Okay? And when you look at this number 2, you are able to see this. You have 50% and you have this 0%. Okay? And then at the height, you have this 100%. You have 2 areas. Number 1, number 2. Okay? So, considering that you have a swing inside of this range, you can also have a scalp. And this is where we go right now. When you are thinking that you are swing and that you have edge and protection into the market because your price from entry are in profit, then you are looking at rejection that you want to scalp for an hour, for 4 hours, for a daily. Okay? So, generally, if you are looking at this 618 to 666, this is a scalp that you can make even until the 70.78. That is a scalp that you can make in a daily, and sometimes only even on a 3 hours to 4 hours time frame, depending if we have a strength. Okay? When you want to reduce your scalp, then you will looking at lower fibs inside. Okay? Then you have this 34%, 38%. Then you will have this .136 and .236 at both of the sides. Okay? So when you think because you are just only placing fibs in, example, you are placing your fibs here to here, it's just that to give you more confluence of what is happening inside the macro one. You are agree with me? Okay? And inside this macro one, you have also that's fib. Okay? That's fib from the very big macro range from all of the numbers that we have from the low cycles to the new all-time high. Okay? So that's how I process. Okay? I do not like to put a lot of fibs inside, but generally is to give more confluence for the members. Okay? Because when they are looking at this here, they are just thinking, oh, maybe, okay, we swap here and or did I short from here or, okay, so when this is happening, simply when we are looking on this top of range where the price, if we go on the daily, you can see that we are we are making a ledge inside this height range, okay, on this top range. And when we are making on this top range, you just have a smaller fibs on this accumulation and on this distribution, okay? And the process is the same. If you are looking at your daily, you are looking at the daily. Look at, you have one torch, and the price, 2, and 2. And the price is still inside this range. Okay? So as for now, price is just shopping, shopping, shopping. And we are on a daily. We are on a daily. Okay? So what we are looking for more confluence, because you will tell me, but okay, but JR, but you say that it's about 3 to 5 torch from low and high that we are starting and that we can have a breakout. You agree with me? So
Yes.
when I'm looking at this, I already have one torch here, two torch here. Okay? As this low, I have one torch here and one torch here. That's 2-2. Price is right now here on this range, middle of it, attempting to make another hit, and then will be the third if he's on the top. If he is at the below, this will be also the third torch. Okay? Then, how did you know that you have two okay, that you have to entry your short or that to take a long on this accumulation and distribution? When you are just taking no this, and I will just from here to here, okay, and I will take out the other fibs and 50%. Okay, then I take out those fibs. Okay, now we are on this. This is because you want to have more confluence when you are trading. Okay, after sometimes when you will start to have a sync and visual from the trends and with directly also the exo chart, it will be much more easier. Okay, but still that to avoid any kind of bad surprise, you can use it. Okay. So when you are looking at this feed, you have this 50%, you have this top range on this, because all of this is the top range. Okay, on this top range, you still have another range high, and then this range low. And this is why so many traders and you and many members and people on social get sometimes bad surprise, can get shocked, can have misunderstanding about what is the price is currently doing, why it's not dumping, why it's not, or the opposite, why it's not pumping, simply because the price is accumulating inside. Price is accumulating, is shopping inside. And that's the same process. You are on this accumulation distribution at high, and as the low, you are just retesting. Okay, that's the same as is a swing from a night to the low on this top of the range. Okay, and when you are looking on this top of the range, you don't get much headache. Putting this here, you don't get too much headache, because if you are simply holding this 50%, that's simply wrong. And then take profit, take profit, take profit, take profit. But you are looking on every single of this level that you are taking profit, if the price making a rotation, yes or no. Okay? And by rotation, we are talking about SFP. So swing, fire, pattern. And by this, then we will start to looking at your exo chart. Okay? So if you can open also your exo chart at the same time as I will open mine.
Okay.
Then I have my exo chart. It's up to you. I can use the Bybit feature, or I can use the Binance feature. It's up to you. Your preference.
I use Binance if that's okay.
Binance, okay.
I'm sure I can load the other one as well.
Okay, so on Binance, let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Then we have time frame 30 minutes, and on tick we let it automatically at 50. Then
Okay.
looking directly clustered, bid ask profile text imbalance. Candle.
Bid ask profile imbalance.
Yeah, candle. It's that's up to your choice. Me, I use the border candle that I'm able to see, excess from absorption, and then know when I have to short and long these trends. Okay. So
Okay.
when I'm thinking, we will. With these trends, we started to have this break. Okay, when we have this breakout to the upside, I'm using the VPN. So on 14 March, we have a range that we did market with consolidation. Okay, with consolidation from here. After that, we make this rejection at the height of $26,400. Then price retraced to the downside to 23,900. Okay, and then from this we did have an area of consolidation. Okay, for sometimes between 24,900 to 24,070-75, we started to have consolidation. Okay, and then when you are looking at this and you are opening at the same time your trading view, okay, and that you go on a 30 minutes time, and we are looking at what did I say? It's been
March 14.
March 14. Oh. All right, so from here, we did this current move here. Okay, after some
That's
yeah.
February 14.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, 14 March. Yeah. Okay, so we have this. Okay, the same as your Excel chart.
Right.
And then,
so you're looking for the price to make a high and a low and create a range.
Yes, I'm looking at the first to see if the price is still hold for me this low. Okay, up if we are still holding this 29,900. This for me is a very important level because we market this rotation and then make this new height, and also it's been a poor one. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, I have my low. Okay, and until then this low is doesn't break by the downside, what I'm looking at is that to continue that to entry my scalp and my eventually swing on. Okay, simply because I'm on this number 2, and this number 2 have higher target. Okay, if I'm looking at the accumulation and the distribution, we have a higher range, and that we could start some possible higher uptrends is into this macro fit. Okay, so when I'm looking at this and that I'm seeing what is this rectangle? When I'm seeing that I have this low that we hold, that I have my height, and that I'm able to see kind of consolidation. Okay, kind of consolidation. Why this for me is consolidation? Because we still reclaim above it. That means we still have buyers that do not want yet to let the price going lower. That means we have higher demand that to sell from the above level at the premium range. Okay, and then if we are holding, I'm just keep calm, relax, and I place alert, okay, on this low 23,800-900. Okay, but just because you do not want also, you don't want that the price or exchange going that to fuck you on your trades. Okay, so you just not the opposite, reverse. So you just want that to have a little bit more level. Okay, and then just to avoid stress, you will put alarm on your phone or on TradingView, on the exchange that you use, Femex or Bybit. You will put an alarm on this golden fips, as it's strongly possible that price is retracing. Okay, but remember, if price really wanted to break below this level and very have a strong continuation to the downside, it will break the 88%, and that still in any range until that the price doesn't break the 88%, get a rebound or rejection on, you are taking this as an entry after a confirmation of the 15 minutes and 30 minutes on your Exo chart that I will explain you again, but that you are taking from a confirmation, and that you will attempt scalp and then back to the above level, okay, and swing then have a lower entry, then eventually swing back, but to the opposite. You are at the 88%, you couldn't break it, then you are looking to target once again this.
Right. Okay. So can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying on this micro range, because you see consolidation, you see the possibility of a swing up, and you're looking at entry anywhere up to the 886. So the price may sometimes just hit the 0.5. It might just hit the 382. Might hit the 786. But all those levels are potential entries for the swing up.
They are potential entries, okay? But generally, and you saw the price. The price generally like to swing from the equals positive or negative percent. So generally, when I'm entering, example on these levels, I have a little bit more short, because from a 66 to a 61 to a 50%, that's a little bit shopping, okay? But
right.
what I really like is that for me, when I'm looking at the 88%, I still have a little bit more room, okay? And when I have more room, that means the price can go first, and I can up the stop loss. You can just making it higher. Price reverse, you doesn't care. You make a profit here, and you are out from this, from a smaller retracement here, dot 136, and then if it's fake move out, okay, you are looking, you have an absorption here. From the buyers, you are re-entering. And finally, if you will look and you will take some note on a book, you will see that avoid that to get still eating loss, and that making profit and profit and profit, you will not see you will not see it. But if you are taking notes, you will see that all of this profit finally will make a big profit, because generally, traders will entry. But if you are not using the strategy that to entry and that to have automatically the system to protect that, to pay yourself. You have to pay yourself. So I like, yes, of course, that to entry some levels more than others. When I'm looking at the 61 and 66 fibs, that's always acting faster. You know what I mean? Every time that it's hit the golden pocket, bam, it's already reversed. And
there's lots of buyers there, yeah. Sure.
And that's why I will tell you the golden pocket, but also this 136 and 236, they are for me difficult level, okay? Because it's generally, and even if I have an alarm on, but I miss this fibs and it start already and it's on the middle of it, and here from after the 61% to the 50%, that's shopping. And it takes 1 hour, sometimes 3 hours. That the price is really back to the 61 or breaking above the 50%. And then when this happens, okay, I take the trades. Okay,
right.
But when it's on the middle of it, I don't want it. Let's say we can't, but we don't want to get so much headache, honestly. So when we are looking at this 14, and I'm looking at, because I'm on the UTC on this one, on that trading view. When I'm looking on this Tuesday, 14 March, then I'm able to see this with the fibs. Okay, and if I'm just going on a higher time frame, 3 hours, now these fibs that we have, the 14 March, okay, we also, you can see, we are on all of the fibs. Okay, and what we did made here on this, no, we delete all of this to clean the chart. If we doesn't have the government, that is my thought. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I don't want to search too much about it. Okay, when I'm looking at this, okay, and that we have from here at this 22,000, how much we do? 29,000, 21,900. Okay, when we did have these levels, for me that was where we should started to reverse. Okay, but we have government that sold the Bitcoin here, and then we then paid to this 150%. Okay, when I'm looking at this, you are exactly reproduct the same kind of pattern. Okay.
Right. Right.
And right now, is it why I don't want that anyone enter a level so easy? Is that price purchase, of course. We are breaking above this golden pocket, okay, at 28,700, but that's still, we have this height at 29,700, 29,800, that we have also the value area height that are not so far at 30,200, 300. So that's a little bit risky trade, okay? But when you are looking at this, what you are waiting for, you have 28,700 and you have 27,100, okay? So no, just for you having more clone confluence, you place this up and you just reverse, okay? And then you will see that you will have here the 136 and to the 150 that will serve us from confluence, okay? From confluence, why? Because we don't want a simply entry this level of swing long. When you are able to see that you have a golden pocket here, okay? And that simply that the trade is very tight. It can stop at 61%, okay, at 161%. This can even continue at this 188. But the trade is still risky. So when you are looking at this area, you will not choose that to yet. When this candle, you're on the 3 hours, when this candle will break above it, you will not try to fake this to entry a trade. But you will have the possibility that to scalp it on a lower time frame, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 3 hours time frame, and eventually the daily if it's shopping. Okay? But you do not want, because you remember when we started this video, I'm told you that I want that to see 3 to 9 candles. And that's when I'm looking at the first 3 days candle. I will then, when the first candle close, I still have I have 3 days. I have on the 3 days time frame, I have 3 1 days candle. Okay, so that means I have 3 candle on this time frame. But then you are looking at the same at the exo chart. We will looking at the same as the following candle is consolidating and closing above, or if we start to losing momentum. Okay.
Okay. So just to clarify, when you're looking at a swing, you wait for 3-day candles for confirmation for the big swing.
Yeah. Okay. Right now you can you can see at sorry on that film. Okay. You can see on this film on a 3 hours time frame. So like I said, if you want, of course, then you can have your scalp. But me, what I'm recommend you is that even if you have this, let's place a little bit more far. Even if you are breaking above it, then you have these big fields on the number 2 at your resistance, okay, and you are on a distribution. So if you are scalping this long from this median of the parallel channel, you have your take profit. Then if prices continue, you have your take profit, okay, as a scalp. Right. But you are looking already at this 161% that to have a good is a scalp, you know. It's 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and a daily time frame. You take 50%, you take 80%, and then you put your stop loss up. Okay.
Right. So, question for you. So, no matter what, so whatever time frame you're looking at making a trade, so even say 2 hour time frame or 15 minute, are you always waiting for 3 candles for confirmation?
No, I'm never for 3 candles. Okay, it's really depending of the strengths. Okay, but on when we are on this top generally or here. When we did so on this bottom, okay? On this bottom, we have 15, 18, 16, 17, and that play so much time inside that, you know, when you are making swing, it will also cost you the funding fees per day. Right. So you want that to have the breakout, the good entry, the good exit, okay? So when I'm here on these trends here, that's, for me, I still doesn't have the confluence that I want. Okay, when I'm on the middle of it, but I like the exit from each point high and low, okay, of this parallel channel, that then we have this golden pocket, and at the opposite, I have my 88%. Okay, as simply when I'm here, and if I want, this is reclaim here. It's consolidate, reclaim. We have your swing. Okay, as the same as here. If we are reversing, dancing, we start to have swing only if we break this, but we will have rebounds here. So that's always some kind to looking at for rejection and for continuation. If you're looking at what I'm doing on this draw, this is what it's done here. Up, down. Okay, we retrace it. But then it's once again stopped and chopped and boom. Okay, we got that's one. So when you are generally looking at this, you want that to have so much confluence, okay? And not only because of these fibs, but also because of your MACD and your RSI. I will telling you some things. When you have a very strong positive delta on your exo chart on a daily, and even if your daily are over both, okay, you can keep on a higher time frame. You can keep sending the price more higher, more lower, even that you have your LSI that are overbought or oversold. Simply why? Because you have a strong delta and you have a strong exchange on this delta. Okay? And that's mean you have a very, after sometimes you have a big volume. And if we would like to see a volume, then you know we are using your exhaustion. Okay? And when you are looking at this, you can able to see on strong blue colors, I have a strong volume. And when it's clear white, I have the volume that is declining to quasi-neutral, to zero. Okay? So when I'm looking at this, I start to have some swing. Okay? Yes, we have no draw, and I'm drawing on this switch. Okay. So yes, we we have on the 13 March. Okay, sorry, on this 13 March, as the lowest point, we started to reset this volume at 20,400. Okay, the volume started to cut. Started to cut here at 21,300. So that's mean after 1K move, we started to have a decline from the delta. Okay. So if we wanted to entry a swing here, we really wanted to have continuation. Okay. And continuation means that we have that to hold this reclaim on this VWAP. Okay. If we are holding the reclaim on the VWAP, then and finding strengths coming back into into the buyers and long aggressive long position that we can spot with your imbalance. Okay. But yeah, we have that to see. When we saw here this down delta from 58 million, we started to have this reversal. Okay, so we want that to change this, and because your volume has declined, we want to have a re-increase for continuation to the volume. Okay, and then looking at this, because you want that we find momentum. Okay, you are holding this VWAP, and then you are not able to break below 20,500, and you are holding this area of buyers 20,600. Then when it's continuing trying to break above, it's reversed. Reversed, yes, okay. But when you are looking, it's stopped from previous imbalance here from 42 million long, aggressive long. Okay, and we did open a candle here. Okay, when we are looking at this, this is a failure. Okay, we are making failures that to break this VWAP. We're still holding a new floor, this up floor after this consolidation, consolidation from 20,400 to this 20,200. Okay, where we are still holding it, and then we have this breakout. Okay, then at the same time, you did hold. You doesn't break below it. That means you still have, looking at your delta, you still have buyers in control. Okay, they are in total control of the price because price still doesn't back to the lowest floor. We still keep holding above it, and then we're looking at we need to have the following candle. following candle is doesn't take so much time on this 30-minute candle that to have another attempt to break above this rejection, this domination from sellers, and that we have one candle, and then one and two, three candle, boom, and price did increase it. We received 1.9 billion. But if you are looking at your delta from this negative 58 million after a good positive one, you have a reversal from 23 positive and 81 million and 101 million. And then if you look at this 497 million, you will tell me, okay, JR, but I have a question. Why just before we did receive 23 million and 593 million on volume, but why then we are more positive and have also 497 volume positive with 81 million on delta? I will tell you simply because you have a short position, okay, among future. You have the short position that started that do not entry in this trade, okay? And then we have the volume declining, of course, but we still remain positive and powerful with buyers. And we have continuation, and then directly this 1.19 billion volume and started to have this increase. So you will tell me, okay, but then at the following, we receive 410 million, 264 million, and we have a negative from 7 million, and then change again from 21 million. Of course, because we are on this current area. On this current area, you will have only two choices, okay? The traders will remain cautious because we have aggressive rejection from it before that reversed the trends, that have stopped the trend. Then, when they are here again, they are trying to consolidate. Okay? As when prices start to decline, boom, they are buying back and they are maintaining price. Okay? And that's been very clean when I'm seeing 21 here, 21,000, 21,200, following, and this candle directly, well, 21,000, and we send, 15 million inside, 15 million. Yeah, resell this imbalance from 15 million, aggressive long. And when we are looking at this, we doesn't have an aggressive short imbalance. I'm not sure that if you saw it, but we doesn't get on this candle any aggressive short. We got them at the next two following candle, and still aren't able to breaking the price. And we can see easily this spot 50 million and 2.6 million with this decline volume, 800 million, 900 million, okay, 700 million, and boom, re-increase. Okay, so when you are looking at, and this is a very good example of what you are seeing right now. Okay, this from previous area, if you are taking your short, that's one, the trading you short, then you are able to understand why I did not want to entry my swing yet, okay, on this top, because it doesn't doing the same at the moment. Okay, when we have this 3 hours candle that even that are not so much powerful, same as the 30-minute previous trends of the 14 here, 14 March, is doesn't the same, and that's why the price is taking more time inside this parallel channel on the top range on this value area high that are separate into two areas, 1 and 2 at the top. Okay, so that's why I'm not that I don't want to entry on and using this confirmation of 3 days candle, but just that if I have to entry without having close 3 days candle, I want that to spot this trends. We do not care if it's at the upside or if it's at the downside. Okay, because we can swing long as we can swing short, so it doesn't really matter for me. But what is really matter is that we have strengths. But when it's just like coming in, stop, and aggressive stop, coming in, stop, aggressive stop, I really don't like this. For me, they are just playing that to shop us and that to bring us as a liquidity, that to get liquidate.
I know all about that.
So yeah, that's it currently what I'm looking at, and because we are on this daily, on this 3 hours, still have time into this New York session. Okay, But so what currently we can looking at together is we have this price at the 27,900. So what are we looking at together right now here, my bro? Is if you ask me, price have only two choices. And is it where you can entry your scalp very fast, very fast in, very fast out. Okay? Simply, you are holding this area. Okay? You have retracement, you have target on your flips. Okay? You are taking your profit. You have reclaim to the above, to this flips, then you have scalp to that or back to the below. Simply because I don't like to trade on middle of a candle. I'm taking the wick or I'm not entering. Generally, that's what I process. I don't like right now. If you are seeing these trends here, I don't like to enter it. I don't like just because price is we are just on the middle of everything. So that's easy. That's just making me entry here, paying a lot of fees for finally take profit on nothing, or just that to reverse and to going higher or lower. Okay. So I'm waiting. I'm patient. And then, is it what you will wait also on this New York session? Did the price will be back on this 28 100? And remember, I tell you, if the price is breaking below 28 100, if you remember last week, I said I don't want to take it until 27 700. I don't want to take it. You remember, because simply I have this between fibs, and that's just that's just for cautions or attractors, and when they have enough liquidity on the side, the price will go at the opposite. And we'll hit the fibs, and from this after, we'll make the real move. Okay? But until that this is not happen, yeah, you don't want to get the deck for so much details. Okay? So yeah, you have your fibs, you have the exo chart. And no, when you are spotting, you told me you are spotting the open interest. You did look at the open interest on the exo chart or with Coinalize sit?
On EXO.
Oh, on exo. Okay. Sometimes be careful, and it's for this. You even no need to have this $5 on this Coinalize, but you can just have example one chart. Okay. You can have one chart. And if you have one chart, then when you are looking at your, this is my aggregated. When you are looking at your open interest, another one coin marginal contract, and global, yeah. So, up. When we are looking on this, yeah, but this is always have a problem to load with the VPN. I will find a solution for this every time because it's getting a headache on the for live stream. Yeah, so when you are on the exo chart, you have that to be careful. Because you on the exo chart is just for this Binance future, and of course, then Binance are strong, but you have the open interest also with Bitfinex, with Bybit, with Kraken.
Yeah, makes sense.
So,
Yep.
so that's still a lot of that to be careful about it. But yeah, when you are looking at this open interest, even if you are declining here, and even you will tell me, okay, yes, but JR, I have a long position here, I have a short position, and I have my open interest. It's doing this. Okay. I almost forget about this. And you have your open interest that doing this. Okay. Simply, when you are looking at your contract, you have this closing contract here. Very strong closing. Okay. When you're looking at the zero line, you then turn it negative from 15 March, 16, almost 17, to almost 24 hours. Okay, we have this big decline, this big squeeze, and getting out this short position. Okay, but when you are looking at the long position, you did remain above the zero line. Okay, you can see that you doesn't yet turn it negative on your long position. You have open and you have close. Look like equal open close, taking profit. Okay, and then from this, you have this strong open interest that increases. Okay, and at the same time, at the same here, but then you have the short position that have a little bit more aggressive on this continuation. Okay, on this continuation that previously it's been stronger and they nuked this short position. Okay, so sometimes I understand it can give a lot of confusion. Okay, but simply when we have a price that are rising and we are also looking at your next long position, short position, we can still understand what is happening. Okay, because okay, we did have this nuke from this short position here. Okay, but if you are really looking at they take place already. Did we really nuke them? Did we really nuke them? Look at we started here from this negative opening contract, and we at the 24,700. We started to receive this top position, and even price going up, they still came in, and the price consolidating, but has been limited. And if you are looking at previous candle before that we break down, has been from value area high candle at 25,100. Then looking at this week, 25,100, and that's week, 25,100, 25,200. Okay, so we have been able to see they spotted this range, this price. Okay, and then it's look like we nuked and the open interest nuked. No, if we look at it, we started to have this decline on the volume, and then we are able to see the real story. They took profit. When I'm looking at this, we much more nuked this long position. We much more nuked the long position, and then we have this total movement after that, and we see change. Okay, we break above the negative 4K level contract of the long position, up, been on, and then started from here. We can see we have this strong confluence. Is what I explained to Sandra yesterday. When we are below, even also on the CVD, when we are below the zero, okay, we're still in a bearish momentum. When we start to be above it, we have momentum. Okay, what is funny? What is funny here is that we still have a long position that still came in, and this short position too. And the short position started to exit here, was just make a little bit more upside, and then we, after that, started to have notice. That has been a very, very strong move, and we have a very big contract that closed in the long position, and we have very big open on this 17 March. Yeah, I remember. I think I created a video on Coinalyze, and we saw this. That's been very kind of okay. Is it moment? We are high. It's time that to take some profit. We make a good push, and we attempt that to reverse the price. We make a big discussion.
So just a question for you. So, if you were watching XO on that day, what was that, March 17, where you had the longs closing, the shorts opening, the open interest nuking, like how would you react to seeing that?
I was not at the real time. I did see just a little bit of that. But if I was, yeah,
hypothetically, like if you saw that, what would your reaction be?
I will simply wait, because I'm just seeing that. Now, on this candle, what I'm seeing is that I have strong action, and I'm still breaking. It's a following. You can see the market style. It's been a market style. Okay?
Right.
So, but when I'm looking at this big spike, if it was me, I'm feeling that, okay, we have this big short position taking profit right now, and I have this big short position. What I'm going to looking at, okay, the next candle are very important for me, and where is my VWAP? Okay? And when I'm looking at this, I want that to see. I want that to see if I have a continuation or if I have to close my long position. Okay, and I have two solutions for this. The price will continue to rise again, and that means that after this spike that you are seeing here from this short and the net long position that getting out, that means I want that the net long position are back inside, and I want that this big short position that they close. I don't want that to have this red color here. That is my first choice. My second choice, I'm patient and with some kinds of experience, with time, I use choice 1 and choice 2. I'm looking at this and I wait a little bit more, and I wait if when I will reach my VWAP, if my price is holding. If my price is holding and that it aren't able to break short it, we will have some kind of consolidation. And these are my take. And wow. We have a good example here, and I will show you a little bit. We made this week on this VWAP, and doesn't have to able to break below it. Okay, and after I still have eyes on this, and I'm thinking I have this current 26,075. Okay, we have, even if we weak below it, we have that to have the opening candle that are above this. Okay, if we are losing this, we are going to nuke. We are going to nuke because after we have a floor, it's below, but just it's about the motivation from the trends. If we are breaking a trend that has been strong, finally, not have any more notings from long position and from bid, that's totally a reversal trend. We have, let me find again, here. I have, once again, we are weakening, okay? We are weakening from this, but I'm looking at deal. I am holding yes or no, and I have 26,725. Okay, from this pivot point that directly stand the price higher, trying to make another floors and consolidation in all of this, I'm still remain above at the 26,700. If the price did at this current time break below it, I want that to see if it's reclaimed on 3 candles above 26,700. If it's not reclaimed above it, it's going to the next 2 fibs. Okay, simply. And because this is only the daily VWAP, but we have the weekly VWAP that generally can be lower. The full data is generally higher. So this was for the first time, for the first part, my bro, and